I don't care who you are, where you are going to suffer with this at some point in your creative career.
Okay, I know I'm here to stay. Just counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe. Trying to go against us, get you out the way. Go hard, it's the only way to play. Let me say, I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Who can do it better? I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Hey, look. Did it stir? I can't play it safe. Yeah, out the way. Yeah.
If you are any type of creative, you are going to suffer from this one thing at one point in your creative career, and that is creative block or creator's block. Some sort of blocker that's stopping you from creating whatever it is that you need to create. I run a company called Kaicreative, and I feel like sometimes my clients think that I'm just a never-ending fountain of creative ideas that I can just unleash onto their projects and amazing things will happen. And I'm pretty sure if you're in the creative industry, you will know that that is simply not always the case. And I think the problem with being a creative is it's not something that you can use analytics or you can use numbers and figures to figure out. It's something that you dream up out of imagination and ideas that come out of lots of different places and have lots of different sources, and you have lots of different inspirations. It's not like, for example, working in the financial sector, maybe being a mortgage advisor and then being able to look at lots of statistics and numbers and analytics and base rates and then give your opinion based on facts and figures. It simply isn't like that. So when we do hit a creative block, what exactly are we supposed to do? Well, in today's video, which is vlog number 4 for Vlogtober as well, if you're doing it, I hope you're carrying on. Well done, guys. It's not easy. We're going to give you some ideas. What is this we? I'm going to give you some ideas, some tips and tricks that have helped me to kind of break free when the creative juices aren't flowing as freely. The first thing that I would recommend is that you step away from some of your projects, some of your corporate demanding client projects, and focus on a personal project. So no client demands, no agenda, no money transactions. Go and film, create something just for the thrill, just for the passion and the excitement of being a creative. Go and make something which has nothing to do with the corporate work or the client work that you're working on. For me, for example, today, Lauren told me that Kai was getting a haircut, so I decided to do a cinematic haircut, slow motion B-roll piece. I just went into the barbers and I said, hey guys, do you mind if I just film my son getting a haircut? And they were like, absolutely, come in. And the barber was actually a little bit like, oh, this is cool. And here he is. Have you been eating mud? What's on your face? What? That looks like mud. And this is his lovely hair. Did you enjoy getting your haircut?
Yes.
Do you want to go clean your face?
No.
And off he goes. So where were we? He's climbing up there on my pull-up bar. So basically, where were we? I've forgotten what I was saying. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, so a little bit of a story time now for you guys. I remember working as a junior animator for a small but international editing agency, and they specialized in animation, or I worked in the department that specialized in animation. I remember being given a script for something that completely threw me. I was out of creative ideas, and because I was a junior creative and there were so many more experienced creatives there, I was quite nervous about raising it with them. I thought maybe they're too busy, and so I sat there all day looking at the screen. I only had a few lines of script, and at the end of the day I'd made like a 4-second animation, and the head of the department pulled me up at the end of the day and said, hey, you've only done like 4 seconds, you've worked all day on only 4 seconds. And the reason was because I had a creative block, and I honestly didn't know how to get the creative juices going or like what to do. And basically I should have reached out and did a brainstorming session with those guys, and also what I should have done is I should have stepped away from the computer, kind of like what I'm doing now. Just take some time out, come outside, maybe go on the bike, go to the gym, do something active, pull yourself away from the problem, and then it's a lot easier to try and find a solution away from it. Your mind just subconsciously works on trying to find a solution. So that's another recommendation. Pull yourself out of the problem and see if you can get a solution just from that might just come to you by doing something completely different. Hello, right, everybody, welcome to what you've all been waiting for. Naya's Nuggets of Knowledge. So Naya, today's question, Are you ready for today's question?
No.
How do you deal when you have a creative block? So when you don't have any ideas, how do you deal with that?
Oh, okay. Okay, this is interesting. So if you don't have any ideas of filmmaking, you could ask, if you're in a company or anything of filmmaking, you could ask your boss or any of your teammates in your thing, or if you don't, then work for a company and you just do filmmaking, then you can ask a friend who has any ideas or anyone else.
So like brainstorm with people collaboratively?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I should have done that when I was working at that animation company. Any other ideas?
Any other ideas? Or maybe you could look at other people's work and try to kind of copy it, but make it like in your own design.
Like still like an artist?
Yes.
Yes, I also should have done that when I worked at that animation company.
I've come to talk with you again.
Dad?
Yeah. That's all for Naya's nuggets of knowledge. Thanks, Naya. See you tomorrow.
Yeah!
What I would also quickly recommend is make something that you would enjoy watching, that you enjoy making. Even if no one else is interested and no one else wants to watch that piece of content, do that. Make that for you. Now, this might seem a little bit counterintuitive to what we teach at Naz Academy. We're constantly telling students, research your audience, make things that your audience wants to watch so that you can get subscribers and views and the likes and you can get all the social proof. But if you are stuck in a creative block, my advice is unblock it by creating something that you enjoy. Go back to enjoying the process and hopefully it will unstuck or unstick your creative block, and then you can get the creative gears turning again. The whole point of doing something that's creative, that has no agenda, is that it allows you to enjoy the process. No money, no agenda, no pressure. Just create for the sake of creating. And this helps to loosen up or limber up your creative muscles in your mind, and it will hopefully get things going again. So the key is make personal projects, enjoy the process again. If we're doing too much corporate work, something that I found is we're constantly focusing on something that doesn't necessarily inspire us, but it pays the bills, so we need to do it. And that can be quite draining on our imagination and our creative resources. So what I would say is, it doesn't have to be something massive, like literally go to the barbers and film your kid getting a haircut. That's what you could do in order to inspire the creativity again. So that's what I like to do every so often. I hope that this has been useful to you today, guys. If you found the video useful, you found some value in it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, hit the little bell for notifications too, so you can keep up to date with this month's Vlogtober vlogs. And the little man is currently destroying my office. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.